Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Motivational Ash. For those of you that already know me, thank you for coming again to my channel and taking the time to hear me out. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Motivational Ash. I'm here to inspire, encourage, uplift, build, motivate, and to just let you guys know, never lose hope, never give up. No matter your situations, your obstacles in life, your challenges, they are temporary. So today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about hope. So I did write down some notes. I don't think I'm going to use my notes though, but what I am going to do is go to my phone and go to the dictionary. So the word hope, we're going to define what that means. Although I already know what hope is, we're just going to read it in the dictionary. So hope is a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. Now, today I'm going to be talking about hope because I know, it's several people right now that I do know of that are going through a really tough time right now. They are on the urge of losing hope, just going through what they're going through with their situations, with their circumstances, not seeing light at the end of the tunnel, not seeing a way out. Sometimes our hope starts to deteriorate due to prolonged, seasons in our life of struggle, of lack, of just going through things, just trials and tribulations. And sometimes you start to lose hope little by little because you start seeing no way out, or you feel like there's no way out. You feel like your circumstances are never going to change. Your situation is never going to change. And in reality, it is like seasons change. Circumstances change. Nothing stays the same forever. And sometimes we can go through prolonged periods, like I said, to where, maybe you're struggling and it's been a few years. Maybe you've been lacking, financially, and it's been a few years, or, maybe you're on the urge of, becoming homeless or getting kicked out or staying with a loved one because you have nowhere else to go. And, I know the pandemic has had a big impact on a lot of people, and it's a lot of things going on right now. But I want to let you guys know that there is still hope. Keep your hope alive. It is very important to keep your hope alive because you never know when things can change and turn around for you like that. It can change. It can be a phone call away. You can be one job away. You can be a check away. You can be, you can be one step away from your whole situation changing and you not even knowing. But because of you losing that hope, you will never enter into that period of expectation if you lose your hope. So I remember, like, for example, at my darkest and lowest moments in life and my darkest times, like me just wanting to give up and throw in the towel, and just so many things was, going on with me, and just struggle and, affliction and just depression and me losing my mom and, just like so many things that I was going through. And I was such in a dark, lonely place. And I just felt like my hope was deteriorating, and I felt like I was just drowning and sinking deeper and deeper. Like there was times where I wanted to give up, but I knew that I couldn't give up. But I always tried to hold on to that little bit of hope that I had, even if it was just a little bit, and there was some times where, I really could not see my way out. I could not see light at the end of the tunnel, but that was always temporary for me. It always changed for me. And, it was times where I was so weak. I was crying on my knees, praying to the Lord, like for my hope, to restore my hope, to give me hope, so that I wouldn't give up, so that I wouldn't quit. Because so many times in life, we're so easy to give up on our hope, and it's so easy for us to commit suicide, or for us to start going down the wrong path and just giving up on our life. And, like doing all these hardcore drugs and stuff, trying to fill the void because we lost our hope, and because, we don't see a way out, and we just feel like giving up, and we feel like nothing's ever going to change. So we're like, okay, I'm not even going to try again. I'm not going to continue to try. Like whatever happens, happens. And that's a very tough place to be. It's very tough when you lose your hope. It is very tough. And hope is very important, because if you can continue to keep your hope alive and to know that where you are right now, whatever you are going through is not here to stay, it's temporary, you will get through. You will. Like there's beauty for ashes for your pain. There's beauty for ashes. And sometimes, You may be going through so many things, and it's there to teach you something. You know, it's just all on how you look at your perspective at it. But I'm here to tell you guys, like, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're experiencing, no matter, you know, what you're dealt with right now, it is okay. It is okay. It is okay to cry it out. It is okay if, you know, if you need to talk to someone about what you're going through, it is okay. But just never give up, because you never know how close you are to a breakthrough. You never know how close you are to your situation changing. And if you lose hope and you give up, how will you know what's on the other side? How will you be able to see the better days to come? And it's so many people out here quickly just giving up, committing suicide, just not loving themselves anymore, just feeling like they're failures. And, you know, even sometimes people lose hope because they've continually failed at something. They've continually failed at something, and they start to lose their hope because they're like, I'm just a failure. I'm losing. I'm constantly losing. And you lose hope, and it's never a good thing. It's a very dark place to be in. It's a very dark place to be in. Very dark. And sometimes when you can't see any hope, and you know that your hope is just deteriorating and you're losing all hope, you have to just hope in the Lord. You have to put your hope in God, because even God's word says those that hope in the Lord will renew their strength and mount up with wings and soar like eagles and not get weary. So I just want you guys to know, don't be quick to give up. You never know when your situation is going to change. You never know when things are going to turn around for you. But if you give up, you won't make it to the other side. You won't make it to the place that you're trying to go. And some of you may have people that's depending on you. You might have children, you might have, family that's depending on you, that's looking up to you. And if you can stay strong in the midst of what you're going through, you will make it to the other side. Be an example for other people. Show other people, that no matter what you're going through, stay strong. No matter what I go through, no matter what obstacles I face, no matter what challenges I face, even in my darkest and lowest moments, I know that I have to hold on to my hope, to keep my hope alive, for me to be able to get through. I might not see my way out. I might not know my way out. I might not know my next step. But I know that I have to keep my hope alive, to continue to carry on and to not give up, because I know that I have to stay strong with no matter what I'm dealt with, because no one said that we was going to be exempt from trials and tribulations. Even when God sent Jesus Christ here, his son, he was not exempt from trials and tribulations. He walked this earth and he still had trials and tribulations, and he still had sufferings. So no one is exempt. We all suffer. We all go through things. We all have our lowest and darkest moments in life, but it always changes. It never stays the same. It always changes. Some people it changes sooner and quicker for. Some people it doesn't. But it's always changing, and there's beauty for your ashes. Whatever pain that you are going through, you can have your joy, you can have your peace back, you can have your happiness back. It's better days to come ahead for you. I promise you, there is light at the end of the tunnel. When you feel like it's not light at the end of the tunnel, it is light at the end of the tunnel. I promise you. I remember in my darkest and lowest moments, me wanting to give up and throw in the towel. And I was so desperate for just a little bit of hope, because I was losing it all. And there was times where I got on my knees and I cried out and I opened the word and I started reading the word, because I was so desperate, just seeking for anything. I was going on YouTube trying to listen to videos for hope, how to get my hope back, how to keep my hope alive. I remember trying to get out of my depression, and it was so many times where it was hard for me to even wake up day by day and even step out the bed and get out the bed. It was times I was so weak I couldn't eat because of all the things that I was going through, and I was letting it affect me instead of looking at my perspective in a different way, instead of having a better view. And there was times when I was losing my hope, and I should have been speaking life into my situation, but I wasn't. But I had to start speaking life over myself. I had to start speaking life into my situation. I had to start telling myself when I was feeling low and I felt like giving up and I felt like throwing in the towel, I didn't stay down. I got back up. And it's okay because we all get down sometimes. We all will because it's life. But it's what you do. Are you going to stay down or are you going to get back up? Speak life over your situation when you're feeling low, when you feel like giving up. Sometimes you have to tell yourself. There was times I had to get up and look in the mirror. I was in the bed all day. I couldn't get up. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. And there was times where I had to get up and I had to go look myself in the mirror and tell myself, I am strong. I am more than a conqueror. I will get through this. I will make it. This is temporary. This is just a season in my life. This is just a chapter in my life. This is not here to stay. There was times where I prayed to God to ask me, there was times where I prayed to God asking him, show me what you want me to learn from this. What are you teaching me? What is the reason for this? Because a lot of times we have no understanding of why we're going through what we're going through. We have no understanding. And a lot of times we feel like, why me? Why me? I don't deserve this. This shouldn't be me. I shouldn't be going through this. But everybody has trials and tribulations and everybody suffers and no one is exempt. And there are people that, are suffering way worse or in a way, worse position than you, wishing that they could be in your position. And I had to remind myself that too. There's people that's far off worse than me. And they're still fighting. They're still trying to keep their hope alive. They're still overcoming. And if they're overcoming and if they're making it and if they're keeping their hope alive, why can't I? So it's very important to keep your hope alive because I promise you guys, it's better days to come. It is. But you have to believe that for yourself and you have to tell yourself that. You have to believe that truly, because if you don't believe that in your heart, how can you expect, just like we read that hope is the expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. So if you cannot believe that in your heart, how can you expect for your circumstances to change? How can you expect for your situation to change? But sometimes we're in a rush and, we're like, I remember, there was times where like I would be praying and I would be asking God like to take this away from me. Like, why am I going through this? Why me? Why me? Why me? And you know what I hear, why not you? Why not you? We are not going to be here and live a perfect life. No one is going to be here and not deal with any type of pain or, afflictions in life. We all are, but it's what you do about what you're going through. It's how you look at your view, how you view it, what's your perspective on it. So I just want to let you guys know, no matter what you're going through, I hope this word gave you guys a little bit of encouragement and to let you guys know, there's people out there that can relate to you. I think all of us have gone through some type of pain in our life. And it's how we looked at it when we were in it. Did we give up? Did we quit? Or did we tell ourselves that we were going to endure and to continue to carry on? Because if you can continue to tell yourself that you will endure and you will carry on, you will get through that. This is just a phase in your life. It is not the whole book. It is not the whole story. It is just a chapter. And you never know with who you could help with where you've been or what you've gone through. So I love you guys. And you stay up and you stay strong. And God bless you all. Bye-bye.